You're texting a girl, everything's going great, and suddenly she stops replying. You're left staring at your phone thinking, shit, what the fuck did I do wrong? Sound familiar? If you've been in this situation, you're not alone. Or maybe you've spent weeks texting the same girl, only to see some other motherfucker swoop in, grab her number, and be hanging out with her 2 days later. It feels like shit, right? Maybe you've sent a message and instantly thought, why the fuck did I say that? Or worse, maybe you've been ghosted and spent hours analyzing every word trying to figure out what went wrong. It sucks. But here's the truth. Most guys aren't great at texting. Good news though, I've got your back. Today I'm giving you 5 do's and 5 don'ts that will transform your texting game. These tips are easy as fuck to remember. Seriously, write them down if you have to, and they'll help you avoid those awkward, oh shit, I blew it moments. Let's jump in. Do, text her soon after getting her number. Here's the thing, momentum is everything. When you first meet a girl and exchange numbers, there's this spark, right? You've got her attention, and she's interested in you. But if you wait too long to text her, that spark fades. If you're waiting 3 or 4 days to send a message, you're basically saying, hey, I'm not that excited to talk to you. Don't be that guy. Text her the same day if you can. If you're busy, then make it the next day, but never wait longer than 2 days. A simple, hey, it was cool meeting you earlier. How's your day going? Is all you need to start the conversation. Keep it casual, keep it light, and keep the momentum going. Don't send cheesy emojis or over-the-top texts. Let's talk about emojis for a second. They're not inherently bad, but if you're overusing them, or worse, sending cringe-worthy kissy face emojis all the time, you're killing the vibe. Imagine this. If someone were to read your texts and think, wow, this guy texts like a teenage girl, you're probably doing too much. For example, don't send this. Hey, I was just thinking about you. That's a one-way ticket to being ignored. Instead, keep it simple. A well-placed laughing emoji or a winky face when you're teasing her? Perfect. But remember, less is more. Do keep her interested with consistent but not overwhelming texts. Here's where a lot of guys fuck up. They think that texting her all the time is the key to success. Newsflash, it's not. Bombarding her with messages about every little thing, what you ate, how bored you are, or what your cat did, isn't going to make her like you more. It's just going to annoy the shit out of her. Instead, think of texting as a way to stay on her radar without overwhelming her. A few messages a day to keep the conversation going is plenty. If you're texting her every hour, she's going to start seeing your name pop up and think, ugh, this guy again? You want her to look forward to hearing from you, not dread it. And here's the kicker. If you wait too long to text her, like a week or two, you'll lose all the momentum you built when you first met her. Relationships thrive on momentum. If you let it die, so does her interest in you. Don't be afraid to tease her. Teasing is an art, and when done right, it's one of the most powerful tools you have. Why? Because it shows confidence. Most guys are so afraid of saying the wrong thing that they overcompensate by being overly polite or agreeable. But when you tease her a little, it sets you apart from all the other guys who are just kissing her ass. For example, if she tells you she's obsessed with pumpkin spice lattes, don't just say, oh, cool. Instead, hit her with, wow, so you're one of those people. Do you have Uggs and a fall-themed Instagram feed too? It's playful, it's confident, and it keeps the conversation fun. Just make sure your teasing stays lighthearted. Don't be mean or insult her. The goal is to make her laugh, not piss her off. Do use texting to set up plans. Here's the thing about texting. It's not an end goal. You're not trying to become her pen pal. The purpose of texting is to move things forward, to get her out on a date or hanging out in person. When you text her, don't just make small talk endlessly. Use it as a tool to set up plans. For example, hey, have you ever been to XYZ spot? We should check it out sometime. It's casual, it's confident, and it gets straight to the point. Plus, setting up plans through text is way less awkward than calling her out of the blue. Don't always text her first. This one is huge. If you're always the one texting her first, you're setting the tone that you're way more into her than she's into you. And that's not the vibe you want to give off. Here's a better strategy. Wait for her to text you sometime. It's not about playing games. It's about creating balance. If she's into you, she'll reach out. If she's not, well, at least you're not wasting your time chasing someone who's not interested. And for the love of all things holy, stop with the good morning texts. Unless you're already dating her, it comes across as clingy and unnecessary. Do keep your texts casual and light. When you're texting her, remember this. Texting is not the place for deep, heavy conversations. Keep it fun, keep it playful, and don't overthink it. If you're constantly bringing up super serious topics, she's going to get overwhelmed or bored. That said, if you know she's into deeper stuff like philosophy or science, then by all means, go there. But if you're texting someone like Bimbo Brittany, who you met at a Justin Bieber concert, don't hit her with, what are your thoughts on the existential implications of quantum physics at a macroscopic level? Save that shit for someone who actually cares. Don't talk too damn much. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is say less. If the conversation is starting to fizzle out, don't force it. Ending a conversation on a high note is better than dragging it out until it gets awkward. Think of texting like a tennis match. You hit the ball, she hits it back, and the conversation flows naturally. But if you're the one doing all the work, it's time to step back. Bonus tip: create a reason to text her often. One of the easiest ways to keep a conversation going is to create a natural reason to text her. For example, if you're in the same class, text her about the homework. Or if you both like the same TV show, bring it up when a new episode drops. The key is to make it feel organic. When you have a built-in reason to text her, it doesn't come across as forced or try hard. That's it. Follow these tips, and your texting game will improve immediately. If you found these tips helpful, save them, use them, and watch your success skyrocket. Want more advice? Check out my other videos for no BS dating tips that actually work. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly content that'll help you level up your dating game.